Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're continuing on with our playthrough of Endwalker. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you remember last time, it was actually quite emotional for me. I was barely holding it together, but we were able to meet up with Heidelin face to face, and long sad story short, we had to fight and we defeated her, but we also got her blessing that, you know what, you are strong enough now to fight Medion, to take the battle to her. And before she left, she bequeathed to us 3 gifts, one of which was the Mother Crystal, which is like the combined ether of like countless millennia, which we're going to be able to use to get the ship to Medion's domain. The second gift that we got was a crystal which had Medion's location located in it, which we already gave to the Loporrits. And the final gift she actually kind of fused together with Azim's crystal, which is we inherited her ability to manifest, like I think it's like be able to make thoughts real. It's kind of difficult to explain, but I have a feeling that we will be needing that some point, and Heidelin herself did say that we have to be careful how we use it because it's only temporary. So it's like, I guess it's like a battery, that's this power that we were given from her, and once we use it all up, then it's gone. So we're gonna have to be very careful with how we use it. Okay, so let's go ahead and just pick up where we left off. We're back here at the Baldessian Annex. And we got Claire. She's looking ready to go. So let's go see what the others have to say real quick. Say a bold decision. Kryl has urgent news. Claire, I trust you had a good rest. An envoy of Master Fortuneau arrived not long ago with a message. The Loporrits have determined Medion's location. We've been asked to gather at the Rostra. I'll meet you there along with the others. Okay, so Fortuneau, it seems that we kind of won him over. He's now willing and ready to help us out in any way he can. And so he knows that we want to use the Ark to be able to go to Medion's location, fight her, and see if we can defeat her and put a stop to the final day so we don't have to leave it. And that's a long story short. So I guess we're going to get their decision. So I have a feeling that he was able to sway them. If not, like, we'll just probably have to steal the ship or something. They got here fast. Gosh, I can hardly believe the Loporrits managed to find Medion out there, hidden among the stars. The sheer distances involved are mind-boggling. What took you so long? We have much to discuss and scant time to do it. Before coming, I thought to inquire after our comrades abroad. It seems that the effects of the final days have been observed further and further north of Galamal. For a blessing, those regions are largely uninhabited, but in any event, we mustn't misinterpret this as a geographical spread. There's no telling where in the world the phenomenon will strike next, unfortunately. If you would know the reason for this assembly, you had better ask Master Olivier. While the form is not here in its entirety to brood and glare at us, Master Barner's presence alone is enough to put me on edge. Heidelin, the heart of the star, is gone, and yet on the morrow the sun will rise and life will go on. When I look upon Charlene in its idyllic surrounds, there are moments when her absence feels unreal, as do the final days. Would that it were so. Not feeling any ill effects from the oscilloscope, are you? After playing test subject for those new aetherites, even the mention of ether sickness makes me a little queasy. That was a bad experience. How did you sleep? Well, I should hope. It's likely that last opportunity we will have to take a proper rest for quite some time. I probably could have done with a few more winks myself. Oh, poor guy. The thought of what's to come was keeping me awake, you see, so I thought to do a bit of research, hoping I might eventually feel weary enough to doze off. But before I realized it was already morning. No need to scold me. I already regret it, and will probably only feel that regret more keenly as the day wears on. Since the final days first manifested, we've been tested as never before, even more so in your case. Nevertheless, our work is far from over. We cannot afford to falter now, not when the end is in sight. I fear our recent travails within Labyrinthos and the Ethereal Sea have taken their toll on my mind. For last night, I received a visitor in my dreams, Moonbrita. A vision not of the woman she was, nay, but the woman she would have become. Really? Wow. I'm kind of curious what he dreamt of. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loporrits have deduced the whereabouts of Medion by means of a crystal bequeathed to us by Hydaelyn herself. Your quarry located is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, at the edge of creation. A veritable Ultima Thule. So that's the next location, then. Indeed. How then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion systems, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule, but the myriad other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the Sea of Stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess enough ether to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our Hyper Hopper into your ether burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the edge of the universe in no time. Father, does this mean... Bear in mind this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Loporrit's proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate to the moon and to resettle on another star. Needless to say, the propulsion invited fierce debate. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Hydaelyn believed you possessed of the strength needed to overcome this crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Hydaelyn's own making. Therefore, if in the 11th hour she would proffer another means by which we may seek salvation, we would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of this star. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Hydaelyn, in you. The Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. Yes! Thank you! What of all the people that have been labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. I think that's kind of a... I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Glaciers. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of adamantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Are the Loporrits too willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening when we said we were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetheris and its people? If it means your survival, we would do anything to help. And you'll most certainly have need of our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life, an otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Hydaelyn chose us to lead the way to Medion. Why else would she give you a crystal only we can decipher? But more importantly, we were perfectly content to evacuate Aetheris until you brought us here, Urian J. And now we're enamored with the place, so what choice do we have but to save it? Of course, none of this is possible without you and the Scions, so I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? Well, I've come too far to back down now! Couldn't stop us if you tried! After all, we're Plan A. We were always Plan A. Very well. We shall inform the Forum of your decision and begin preparations to bolster the Ark with the Hyper Hopper. The Loporrits will coordinate with the Ishibar contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. Of course it will be. For now, pray take your ease. It would seem there's naught to do but rest and prepare, shall we? Maybe Graha can finally get some rest then. The poor guy was falling asleep. And why are you playing with the cupboards? I don't know if you can hear her, but she's busy playing with the cupboards in there. There is much to be done before the Ark can be made ready for your voyage. What? That I could be afforded to speak with Alphino and Alice. Alas, I can but pray they find a moment of quiet calm before the journey to come. What? No need to worry about lending a hand with the Hyper Hopper. We already have more than enough help, so go and relax while you still can. I mean, why can't you go and speak with your children about this? I mean, it might be the last time you see them alive, at least for a while. I guess he just doesn't feel like the time is right. I can't help but wonder if my cat's in the cupboards again. Perhaps now I could finish that book I was reading. What? Oh, pay me no mind. I'm sure you have better things to do with the time afforded us. Wasn't expecting to have time on our hands. What should we do? They bid us rest, but I'd much rather find something productive to do. I suppose now's a good time as any to hone my lands, not that I've ever found it to be dull. Still, it eases my mind on the eve of battle. Forum hath placed the faith of mankind in our hands. We must not betray their faith. I should very much like to speak with the Loporrits once their work is complete. This plain Heidelin has entrusted them with a great deal of knowledge, and I suspect there is more they can teach us. Rare opportunity to rest. I say we make the most of it. Nothing really helpful here. In all honesty, I didn't think the Forum would approve this measure, and certainly not by such a large margin. I dare say, though, that Master Fortuno's impassionate recountings of your audience with Heidelin helped sway the vote. He has a way with words, after all. Where do you think Alphino got it from? Ere we depart, we must leave nothing undone. Right, we might not come back. Quite, though it's difficult to convince of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where Dynamist governs all. Nevertheless, Heidelin deemed us worthy of the trials that await. For lack of any other feasible options at this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Medion as we are. Which leaves the not-so-small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and to Taru. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. Well, we better be praying for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the Dynamist for the better. That settled, we should get some rest and make the most of the time we've been afforded. Oh, hello, Tataru. The meeting's over, is it? You were in there for so long, I started to worry. What do they have to say? Oh, the edge of creation. I see. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return. And you will return. Or else. Actually, Claire, could I borrow you for a moment? Looks like your plans for the intermain are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at the Valdesian Annex, alright? I hope this isn't her ambushing us again. I still remember the end of Heaven's Ward. with me to the Agora. I have something to show you. That's the marketplace, right? Yep, that's the markets. Okay. What's this, I wonder? Welcome, Claire, to Taru's boutique. You opened up a stall. I've always done my best to provide the Scions with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I made an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one could ask for. Not that I'm playing favorites, but you are the warrior of light. Faced with this unprecedented crisis, I knew that you would need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before, and that I wouldn't be able to do it alone. And so, after enlisting the aid of the world's finest artisans, I finally completed my career-defining masterpiece. But then inspiration struck, and I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. With the help of some Thanarian refugees, I set up shop here in Charlian. Of course, I would never charge you for any of our works. Perish the thought. Varsuduth, how are things coming along? Everything is in order, Mistress Tataru. We'll be ready to open shortly. Which is why I brought you here, to be our very first patron. Would you mind waiting here a moment longer? Oh, is this where we're going to be getting all of the gear? This is our job gear. All invent cannot be skipped. Make wish to cancel any pending duty finder registration. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, let's wait for the boutique to open. I can't wait. I'm pretty sure, though, this is where we're going to be getting all of our gear and our job gear. I can't wait. I did not expect to find you here. Who's that? Oh! I don't know if I should address you as Vashad or Vitra. I imagine Nadana would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the Aetherburner. This sacrosanct too will stay in Charlian, while I oversee matters at Razatan. This rather convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days or anything else. It also allows me, after a fashion, to watch over my people in this distant land. Vashan, I was hoping you'd stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they at last return home to Razatan, the experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came here to show you how your new... I came here to see how your new employees are settling in, and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It's an opportunity for me as well, believe you me. Your artisans have taught me so much about the Thavnarian craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. I can't wait to see what kind of wonders we come up with. I wonder if she knows who he really is. I pray you every success in your endeavors, Mistress Tataru. Before coming here, I heard word of the Forum's decision, of what will soon be attempted. It was only then that I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the boundless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendor. You journey onto the heavens to protect that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail and restore peace and tranquility to the star. Aww. I should like to visit Razat Han again when this is all over. Of course I would. And we should be honored to receive you. There is still much of Razat Han you have yet to see. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, and remember, the people of this star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. I guess she does know who he is. That's nice. I wonder who else we're going to be seeing. Oh, wow. Where must I go to get a meal with some flavor in this wasteland of taste? Who's this? Oh, no. Oh, no, not him. Of course. Claire, old girl, my, whatever are you doing here? A new boutique, you say? Been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yes, something with a little more flair, perhaps, befitting a man of my station. Though I have nowhere to flaunt said raiment so long as my confinement continues indefinitely. The young Lord Fort Thompson insists that so long as there is work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Charlian. Thus do I toil, though every fiber of my being rallies against it. Why, I've even suffered the company of that brute Sidcard to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. Yet he was the one granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. Really? So I suffer instead for his otherwise welcome absence. How burdened with the extra busy work. And without Honorat here, there is no one to prepare my meals. I came here in the hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, the Charlian delicacies I've sampled here were lacking in every respect. Well, I'm tempted to tell him about the Archon loaf, but why don't you go to the last stand? That'll probably keep him busy for a while. Cafe over on the pier? Their cuisine didn't appear all that appetizing, but if you vouch for their cooking, then perhaps I will give it a try. Thank you for the suggestion, and ta-ta for now, old girl. Okay, hopefully that will keep him busy for a while. I mean, I love Emmanuel just... I love him in tiny bits. Like, tiny increments. Okay, who's next? I feel bad for that guy on his knees over there. Well, well, is that Claire and Tataru I spy? Who's this? Oh, Hancock. I'm kind of afraid now. Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. But what manner of an entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Worry not, I will return straight away to Kugane once I have finished. Of course you would find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. She wounds me, the industrious woman running a new boutique. I'm not blind to the travails of those who fight for the front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence that they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tataru, fair enough. There is not more I can do to help ready the Ark and her heroes for their maiden voyage, but on your return I shall host a grand celebration in your honor at the Bocario Inn. Accommodations are quite costly given the reputation of said establishment, but the Aldenard Trading Company would be honored to foot the bill. I appreciate the gesture, but no thank you. I don't trust this guy. I mean, I know he does. He's harmless for the most part, but I really don't think that this would be good. A good idea at all. A pity. I'm rather fond of the place myself. Nevertheless, I have no doubt we will find another time and cause for celebration soon enough. Let us speak more of this upon your return. At least I drive in more to Taro's Ire. Until next we meet. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry. We have Tataru protecting us. Okay, is that it? Or is there going to be someone else? I'm guessing so. Any bets who it will be? Ah, Claire, decided to spend your time at the markets, did you? Oh! Wasn't expecting the ironworks! Been a while. Taru! Biggs, Wedge, I take it work on the Ark proceeds apace? It does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Charlian and Razat Han have been a rewarding experience, not to say nothing of what we've learned from the Loporets. That arc is unlike anything we've ever had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero was rendered speechless on more than one occasion. Can't wait for you to see it! Well, we've seen it already. And you'll never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Charlian. Alpha! I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check on us. He was always one to turn up in time of need. I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Charlian. Good thing, too. I don't know how he does it, but he has a knack for brightening your day just by being there. It's hard to believe that we have the means to send you off into the great expanse, though, to the farthest known reaches of, well, anything. Never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the Scions are the catalyst that sparks the need of these great innovations. To think of how much I missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironworks. An awful lot of work, to be fair, and the privilege of being worked like a chart kokobo. That hasn't changed a bit. There's that, too. But as we've been, I wish that there was more we could do for you, Claire. But no matter what happens, we'll have to keep believing for a brighter future. One filled with even more adventure. We need something to look forward to. When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshments? It's very kind of you, Tataru. They'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Wedge and I should get going. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. Wow, I can't remember the last time we saw them. I think it was like since Shadowbringers. I honestly thought he was going to tell her how he felt by now. Oh well. Terribly sorry for the waits. Right this way if you would please. Do we know her? Oh wait. I knew she looked familiar. Yeah, she was that Al-Ra woman that we saw back in Palkistan. Sorry. Right, I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Varsudath from Palkistan. Yes, I knew it. Yeah, I remember. So haven't we met before? Yes, it was you who helped us at Perusa, and again when crossing the ice fields, was it not? I doubt we exchanged little more than glances then, but it is kind of you to remember me. Thanks to Mr. Sataru, I and many of my friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It's only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. In such times we must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether we will come to call this place home or return to Thavnar, but we are here today and we are glad to have contributed to the cause. And contribute they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and I have every confidence they'll keep you safe in the battle to come. Yes, so this is our job gear. God, to think of how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the Waking Sands. From the rising stones to the falling snows, and even a certain insufferable someone's Ruby Bazaar, we were always fortunate to find friends along the way. Even when you were swept away to the first, Grahatia was there to grant you sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Yours has been a long, long journey, and I've been privileged to watch, often with bated breath, as you persevered time and again. For all the joys we've shared, there's been much sorrow as well, but I've long since learned you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promised to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile. And you can be certain I'll be the first one to welcome you back on your return. Oh, I'm worried. In addition to your new assemble, we have remnants and weaponry for every need, so please feel free to browse our stock. Okay, great! Now job-specific gear. Okay, yes! Weapons obtained can be equipped. Oh, at 89! Overall, item stats will be subject to item change. Information 90 with the corresponding job. These items will no longer be synced, and they are diable upon the role quests associated with said job. Okay! Alright, so we're looking for Paladin, so... Okay, we have the Lightbringer sword. Yes. And Hero shield. And here we go. So this is the armor we've seen in the trailer. Oh, I can't wait. I was looking forward to this. Is that everything? Looks like it. Alright, and I have too many shields. Why do I keep shields? I do not know. It's a bad habit of mine, I know. Hold on. Hero shield. Oh, it's in my inventory. I was like, I was sure I bought it. What happened? There we go. Alright, that's everything. Here's a quick look. Now, let's see. Why would you want to cover that pretty face? Awesome! Alright! What's next? Friends gathered. Though delighted by your patronage, yeah. I realize that we've still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you any longer. I do hope that you can find a moment for yourself, and that the others can as well. They say that they were returning to Baldessian Annex, so I doubt they'd stay for long. If you decide to go looking for them, I suggest speaking with Cryo first. I'm sure they would have told her their plans. Alright! She just looks so badass. I love it. As much as I love the other armor, I think I'll keep this one just for the end of the story. just for the sake of it. And no one's here. She was out in the main hall, wasn't she? And I probably just walked right past her. In my defense, the lag is bad. So if I didn't see her, it's probably because of the lag. Alright, so is she now? There we go. You're back. I take it you received your gift from Tataru. Oh, can't you tell? It was a surprise long in the making, with many, many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it is realized, and with great success. If you're looking for the others, though, they've already taken their leave. Y'shtola, Thancred, and Urianger have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alize and Grahatia, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over books at Nomoran. As for Alphino and Estinian, well, they've elected to pay a visit to the Livier estate, though Estinian seems somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure that they would be glad for your company if you have a mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I suggest heading to the last stand before Y'shtola and the others finish eating, but above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into battle a fatigued mess, so do remember to get a good night's sleep. Well, it's already late, so... I'm a little bit worried about how everything's going to play out from here on out, though. I really am. Because what's going to become of the Scions left? I mean, we're probably going to say goodbye to each other, but are the Scions going to regather together for like 7.0 or something? Oh, Alpha and Omega! I have to talk to them. Alpha seems distracted by something off in the distant heavens. You cannot help but wonder what he senses out in the sea of stars. What about you? Ancient model of Omega seems to be staring up at the sky, searching for something. Huh. Is there anyone else around here? Like any friends? I don't know yet. I'm quite curious. Oh, there they are. Hath thou perchance an opportunity to partake of the rainbow pudding? Owing to its striking flavor and somewhat garnished appearance, 'tis quite popular. Indeed, so popular that the last stand stock hath been entirely exhausted. I should hope at the very least pudding waited sup upon his most delectable of desserts. Try as she might, Tataru had no chance of standing between you and a hearty meal. Don't worry, we saved some for you. Claire, come to make our trio a quartet, have you? Please have a seat, and we'll see about getting you a drink. Are we going to be having some cute moments here? I hope so.
Your business with Tataru is finished. My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule. where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
We've nothing left to prove, not to Rean nor Menphilia.
Is aught the matter?
No, it's nothing. I just... Well, lately I find myself surprised at how much I've changed. How much we've all changed.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
Really, what are
with
you
the
planning?
primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though. In uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out.
Goodbye
After
to the
all,
Scion.
there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a Scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
That's true.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections. To which end, I must find a means to travel between worlds.
Oh, is that how we're going to be able to go to
It is
other
the least I
worlds?
must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Rean one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Oh, that's a good question. Wait for the next expansion, probably.
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
Aww. That's so cute. Oh, I love this. I love these little quiet, sweet moments. You always count on your friends to help you maintain perspective. A pity mine take a perverse pleasure from it. I like to think I give as good as I get, though I fare better with the occasional assist from our consummate nodder. Well, if I could. It's all in good fun. I wouldn't have it any other way. I say, Claire, whence did this synchriscrum that standeth beside thee? Oh no, he's drunk! I see falsely that you stole and Thancred but moments ago employed the self-same doubling magic. Alright then, keep thy secrets. Yes, he's drunk! That's something I never thought I'd see. Leaving so soon? I suppose it's for the best, if you'd rather not explore the bottom of a bottle with a Rianche. I dare say the others would welcome your company as well, if you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. Alright! Let's go find the others! That was something I never thought I'd hear. A drunk Rianche. Okay, so outside the library, the others at the estate. Let's head to the estate first, maybe. Oh, that's just funny. Like, we learned something valuable about Oriange. He can't hold his liquor. But why is it every single time, it never fails, every time that they ask us, what do you want to do? What is your opinion on this whole thing? We're interrupted. They just don't want the Warrior of Light to have a voice here. Well, at least now we know what the others plan on doing once this is all over. But again, I really don't know what's going to happen. Are we going to be getting just brand new characters and just kind of bow out from the Scions for good? I mean, I'm sure we'll still see like traces of them here and there, but what's going to happen in the future? Like, will the Scions all get together again? I mean, I don't know. Like, some Scions I definitely like more than others, but I feel already like this little empty nest syndrome coming. And they're here. What? Surely this isn't the first time you see me without my armor. So what were you two doing, I wonder?
Oh. What brings you here? Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Oh my god. I love this guy.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... it was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do.
Seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me.
Oh.
To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
Oh.
Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit.
Oh.
I am ever grateful.
This is so cute. Well, I suppose I ought to thank you both as well.
Well, we needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Hydaelyn meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
That was so sweet! Oh, I love that! Oh my god! Few of our comrades decided to remain a while in Charlene after making their deliveries. Did you happen to pass Eddie on your way here? All that remains is to return to the annex and give my armor one last polish. I expect Alphino has maintenance to carry out on those floating things of his too. I love them. Those are my boys. I don't care what anyone says. They're my boys. Okay. So now we get to go speak with Alize, and she's with Graha, so I wonder if that's going to be another cute scene. And there's a giant gap there I can't cross normally. And I passed the bridge on the way back up there. Oh well. Might as well. I'm gonna see if I can spot anyone familiar. I mean, we did see Alpha and Omega there, so... Don't see anyone else yet. Still don't see anyone. Well, I see a lot of people, just no one familiar. I can't wait. I really want to see this scene. Oh, there's Puddingway. I did see pass up by Puddingway, but I can't wait. Oh, they're falling asleep. He's snoring. Tried speaking with Alize, but she is fast asleep. Wow. Sleeping, like, sitting up. Might as well join them, I guess.
Oh. Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer, so much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
This feels familiar. Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
We can't win with her. We really can't.
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
Just enjoying a little peace and quiet. They really are just alike. I don't know why they're so embarrassed, though. I mean, it's not like they were caught in this, like, passing out in, like, the same bed by accident or something. I mean, if that's what happened, I'd understand, but... God, I didn't realize I was so tired. One moment I was resting my eyes, and the next, I should go and get some air. Maybe a quick bout of training, but not sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. If nothing else, these two seem to be in good spirits. Still, I'll see them back to the annex for some proper rest, even if I have to drag them by the ears. That's enough reading for one day, as we don't know how long we'll be away. Best return these books before we depart. And eat. I'm absolutely famished. How about you? I see. Perhaps I'll stop at the last stand on my way back. Okay, so that's everyone. That was it's daytime already, so we didn't get any sleep at all. But I love that. I love that we kind of got our own little, like, time with the Scions. I know they were in groups, but I still really liked it. I love the quiet moments between, like, fighting and everything. They're just so sweet, especially with all the feels of Endwalker. Welcome back, Claire. Return to catch a final few winks before embarking on your mission, I presume. You'll be happy to know your chamber has been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy the sweetest dreams on this final night before the big day. Well, it's the big day already, so... Night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamico. Why are we back in Alamico? Oh, wait. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. It is him. Oh, Xenos.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
Ah. Sounds like he's doing a little soul searching. And thus it dawns. The day of reckoning.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments. From the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
Well, I wonder what would happen if we said no.
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Wait! Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
Okay. So the moment has come, but I think we'll go ahead and call it there for right now. I'm so tired right now. Okay. I mean, what can you say? I mean, everything was already said, more or less. So this is going to be the final battle. Onto the heavens. Well, maybe not the final battle yet, but we're getting there. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and it really means a lot that you are sticking with me up until now. We're heading to the last area at long last, Ultima Thule. And so we're going to be seeing Meteon again. I have no idea how she's going to react to seeing us again, or if she'll even remember us. I mean, it's only been like a few days, a week at most for us since we met her, but for her it's been like 12,000 years at least. And I don't think that 12,000 years of living in despair and misery and like believing that death's the only solution is going to be doing her any favors. So I don't think that it's going to be ending well. So until next time, everyone, thank you for joining me, and this Fantasy Girl signing out.